What's up everyone, Gio here, and I am coming to you from the DoubleTree Suites, Lake Buena Vista, located right near Disney Springs on Hotel Boulevard here in Orlando, Florida. And I thought I'd take a couple minutes and give you a little room tour, something I don't often do, but apparently you guys are interested in that. So, check this out, give me some feedback, give me some comments, hit the thumbs up, the like button, you know, all that good stuff, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel if you like this, so I can bring you more of these videos. Alright, so when you enter the room, this is what you're greeted with. Very nice little salon. You've got a table here, seating for 4. And when you walk into the main area, you've got a couch. And this couch is a convertible couch, so it does pull out into a queen-size bed. Little sitting area with a chair, and then, of course, a flat-screen TV. Ample drawer space. This room happens to come with a dehumidifier, which I think is kind of cool. The view here is not the most spectacular, but you can get a pool view if that's what you're looking for. Beyond the table, just to the right when I walk in, there's a little wet bar area here with a sink, a microwave, and a mini refrige, and some ample shelf space, coffee maker, etc. So that's a good thing. One thing I do like about this room, and I'll point out, outlets. So you got four outlets there by the wet bar. And the lamps in this room each have one outlet attached to them. So that's a nice feature if you have electronics and you need to plug in. So that's a good thing. Then we have like this Japanese style door that separates. It's an actual separate bedroom, which is kind of nice with a frosted glass. The room that I have, typically I would get a king size bed because it's just me, but I booked last minute, and so this one has two beds in it. And much like the lamp in the family room, living room area, this one has actually 2 outlets on it, which is nice, and a good sized window. And you also get a flat screen TV in here, along with the controls for your air. And then there's a little hallway with a nice full-length mirror, which is great. Another mirror over here, and a little credenza desk type, not necessarily a desk, but a thing, like I call it a sofa table. But it's good for putting stuff on. And again, another outlet, which is nice. Nice little sized closet. Plenty of room. In-room safe down on the floor. And then the bathroom. Pretty basic bathroom, this one. It's a single sink, and a tub shower combination, which works out well, which is nice. I'm going to give you guys a little tip right now too, by the way. I always travel. I happen to use Lysol, and I travel with that because I've learned over the years that traveling sometimes can be a little health hazardous. Basically, you know, there's germs everywhere you go, and to try to prevent on regular colds, illnesses, or of course influenza or any other type of bacteria, I do bring a can of Lysol with me, or if I can't travel with it, because sometimes airlines will restrict that, when I do arrive in a particular town or city, I'll go to local convenience store, grocery store, or drugstore and pick up a can, and the first thing I do when I go in the room is I spray all of the things that your hands would touch. Remote controls, light switches, handles, door handles, and I also spray the bedding. It seems to help. It prevents me from catching little colds and illnesses. Just one of those little things I do. A little tip. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you do that already. And additionally, the DoubleTree here has a nice little pool area that's great for the family, and it's ample size with plenty of seating, plenty of chairs. And in addition, there's a great little bar here, so you can get a little cocktail if that's what you're looking for as well, and some snacks out here by the pool. So let me show you the pool. overall, my impression here, this is actually the third time I've stayed at the DoubleTree here in Orlando, Lake Buena Vista. I like it because it's convenient to Disney, number one. Number two, it's very convenient to Disney Springs. It's also close to a bunch of restaurants and shops if you don't want to spend the higher prices going to eat on the Disney property. Just down the street, there's another area with a bunch of restaurants and shops. It's close to the Orlando Lake Buena Vista Outlet Mall. And you know I like to do a little shopping. So the convenience of this hotel is great. A couple little facts about this hotel that'll help you if you're planning your vacation. At Disney, this is what's considered a good neighbor hotel at Walt Disney World. So that means that if you book here and you're doing your fast passes, you can actually do them earlier as if you were staying at one of the main Walt Disney World resorts. You get extra hours by staying here. And these hotels also have transportation to and from not only Disney Springs and all of the water parks, but all of the theme parks as well. And that is free if you stay here at the resort. A couple things that I think are a bit annoying about this resort. I typically drive to Orlando, and for whatever reason, parking, they charge you, I believe it's $24 a day to self-park and $28 a day if you valet park. So that's a little expensive. If you're coming here for multiple days, it's going to cost you quite a bit of money just to park your car. I find that a bit annoying. Other than that, the hotel itself is well kept. It's maintained very well. It certainly is an older property. However, it has been renovated over the years, and Hilton DoubleTree does a nice job of maintaining it. And there is a restaurant on site. To be honest, I've actually never even eaten at the restaurant on site. I typically go off property. Same with the breakfast. I find it to be a little expensive. A lot of Hilton hotels will include a breakfast. This one does not. So right around the corner you have IHOP, Denny's, there's a place called Perkins. They're very close by, and you can get a relatively inexpensive breakfast if you just take a quick ride over to those places. One of the cool things also that Disney now features here, and this is something new, if you're a fan of ride-sharing services, Disney has partnered up with LYFT, and they now have this private shuttle service via LYFT with the LYFT app that's exclusive to the Walt Disney World property. So you can actually order a Lyft, and it's relatively inexpensive, and instead of having to get on a shuttle bus that might take a lot longer because it has many, many stops, you can do door-to-door service by using Lyft. So that's a little tip that I learned this visit here staying at the DoubleTree. And of course, if you stay at this hotel, the cookies are always warm and fresh at the front desk, so that's a nice little treat too. So there you have it. That's my room tour here of the DoubleTree Suites, and this is a typical room. So I appreciate you all watching. Thanks again, and again, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, give me comments, feedback, and we'll see you real soon.